There's a truth no one tells you about awakening. It doesn't protect you from pain. If anything, it makes you feel pain more honestly, without the layers of distraction, denial, or numbness that used to shield you. But it also makes your heart clearer, softer, and more open than ever before. And when a heart like that breaks, something extraordinary begins to happen. This is what I call awakened grief. A grief that doesn't destroy you, but transforms you from the inside out. 1. Awakening doesn't remove pain, it transforms it. When you wake up spiritually, you don't stop experiencing loss. You don't become immune to heartbreak. And life doesn't stop taking people you love. But what changes is how you experience pain. Before awakening, pain feels like falling, like drowning, like being swallowed by something you can't escape. But after awakening, pain feels different. It hurts just as deeply, sometimes even deeper. But inside that pain, there's clarity, presence, and something quiet that holds you. You don't collapse. You don't lose yourself. You don't disappear into the darkness. You stay awake inside it. And that changes everything. 2. The difference between normal grief and awakened grief. Normal grief is filled with resistance. No, this shouldn't be happening. This can't be real. This is too much. Awakened grief still hurts, but the resistance softens. You feel the pain, but you also see the truth beneath it. Normal grief breaks you. Awakened grief opens you. Normal grief closes your heart. Awakened grief turns your heart transparent. Normal grief says, I can't survive this. Awakened grief says, I will carry this and become more because of it. The pain is the same, but the space around the pain becomes infinitely larger. 3. Grief becomes a doorway. When someone you love leaves this world, something in you cracks open that nothing else could have opened. You begin to sense meaning in places you never noticed. You begin to see patterns in the unfolding of your life. You begin to understand that love doesn't end. It changes form. Your grief becomes a doorway to a deeper relationship with yourself, with the person you lost, and with life itself. You realize, this didn't happen to me. It's happening for my awakening. Not as punishment, never as punishment, but as transformation. 4. What really happens to the heart after awakening? A heart that has awakened and then been broken goes through 3 profound stages. 1. Broken transparent. The heartbreak removes the layers you used to hide behind. You stop pretending. You stop resisting. You see life as it is. 2. Transparent sensitive. You begin to feel everything more deeply. Your own emotions and the emotions of others. Your empathy becomes wider, quieter, and truer. 3. Sensitive light. And then something miraculous happens. Your pain becomes compassion. Your loss becomes understanding. Your grief becomes light that touches everyone around you. This is why some people become healers without ever trying. They've been broken open in a way that reveals their soul. 5. Why awakened grief expands your spiritual vision. Grief removes illusions. It strips away the unnecessary. It forces you into the present moment. And it connects you directly to what is eternal. This is why so many spiritual awakenings begin with loss. When the heart breaks wide open, your perception expands. You begin to see meaning, patterns, synchronicity, soul connections, the truth of who you are, the blueprint underneath your life. You're not imagining it. Your vision really is changing. You're seeing with the heart instead of the mind. 6. The person you lost didn't disappear, they expanded. When someone leaves their physical body, they don't disappear. Your relationship with them doesn't end. It transforms. They move from standing in front of you to living inside you. Their presence becomes quieter, but stronger, less visible, but more profound. They stop being a person in your life and become a light in your consciousness. This is why love doesn't die. It simply changes location. And when you're awake, you can feel that. 7. Closing. Your grief is becoming your light. Awakened grief doesn't take you downward. It takes you inward. And from inward, it takes you upward. You're not being broken. You're being revealed. Your heart is not closing. It's becoming a window. Your pain is not pulling you into darkness. It's turning you into a source of light. And one day, you will look back and understand. Your grief didn't end your life. It opened your soul. This is the heart. After awakening, this is how grief becomes light on the path of remembering.